Hey guys, it's Camille. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my very first Q&A. I got a lot of questions, so let's get into it. Okay, question number one, how old are you? I am 18 years old and I'm turning 19 on August 3rd. Am I dating? I am, going on dates with a few different guys. It's been going well, but nothing serious. I'm not currently in a relationship. What is your religion? I'm a Christian. I don't practice regularly or anything like that, but I'm a Christian. What is your favorite song? Oh my gosh, that is so impossible to answer. I always have a new favorite song. I love songs that are meaningful, that I can actually feel something from. That's why I love musicals and musical songs. So I love songs from musicals. I love Olivia Rodrigo's songs. I like some Taylor Swift songs. And I've been loving Labor by Paris Paloma. Great song. So amazing. And I'm actually part of the cacophony that she made. So if you guys want to check that out, I'm actually featured in it. What is your favorite color? My favorite color is pink, I would say. My room is pink, my robe is pink. Even my MacBook laptop is rose gold. I love it. So pretty. But my favorite color to wear is blue. I love blue. I think it looks good on me. I like wearing pink too. I have a vast number of colors of clothing, but blue is my favorite color to wear. Let's get to some more questions. I gotta get on the other video. So, okay, my top 5 favorite music artists. Oh my gosh, that's like the top song question. That's really hard. This can change so much. Okay. I'm gonna say, in no specific order, Olivia Rodrigo, Lana Del Rey, Taylor Swift. Yeah, I like her enough to be in the top 5 for sure. Probably Paris Paloma for now, because she is so amazing person. And for my 5th, I'm gonna say, like I said, in no specific order, I'm gonna say Delilah Bella. She is not very well known. She actually played Diana on Anne with an E, and she's a music artist. She releases some singles pretty much every 2 months, and I love her voice, and I think her songs are amazing. Some of her songs really helped me through a breakup, so her songs are very special to me, and she seems like a wonderful person. Okay, my favorite book. That's very easy. My favorite book is Little Women. Favorite book ever. First time I read it, I was 14, I think. No, I was younger than that. 13 or 14. I love Little Women so much. I love everything about it. Louisa May Alcott is amazing. I also love Jane Austen novels. I love nonfiction books as well. But yeah, when it comes to my favorite book ever, definitely Little Women. Number 2 would be Emma by Jane Austen. Love Emma so much. But yeah, also Little Women. The movies are great too. I've watched all the movie interpretations. I'm kind of a cinema buff, which is why I watch all of them. But I love Little Women. Favorite movie? My favorite movie is probably The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I think it has an amazing message. So freaking amazing. If you have never watched it, you definitely should. Or read the book. Both are so amazing. The book definitely gives you more insight. But I love The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I also, of course, love a lot of Greta Gerwig's movies. She is fantastic. Such an amazing director and writer. I love her Little Women interpretation. Like I said, it's my favorite book, so I love her interpretation of that. The alternative ending. I also love the Barbie movie, of course, so amazing. But my top favorite, probably Perks of Being a Wallflower. It's a comfort movie for me. The first time I watched it, I was really young, way too young to watch that. My gosh, I just like randomly found it on Netflix. I think I was 12 or 11 or 12. I was way too young to watch that. And even then it was like, I loved it so much, even if I didn't understand everything. But as a teenager, yeah, I was 12. As a teenager, I felt hurt when I watched it, and it's beautiful. Dream vacation spot. So for a while, my dream vacation spots were LA and London, but I went to both and I'm so extremely grateful. I went to London in 2022 and I went to LA in 2022 and I went to London in 2023 for a birthday present. My new dream vacation spot would probably be Greece, just because of all the amazing history, and the beaches are so freaking gorgeous. So, yeah, next would be Greece. How many siblings? I only have one sibling, my little brother. He is 15. No, he just turned 16 a month ago. Um, yeah, he's 16. And yeah, I always kind of wanted a little sister, but I don't have one. But it's okay. I love my brother. Dream pet. Ooh. Well, that's hard. I would really like to have a bunny. I've always wanted a bunny. So I think that whenever I decide to move out, I will definitely get a bunny. Favorite subject? That's a bit complicated because I am in a social sciences program at pre-college. But yeah, so in my social sciences program, I would say it's probably sociology. That's my favorite, which is the study of societies, societal norms, and stuff like that. I love psychology too, but my favorite subject back in high school, which is probably what most people would like to know, it was English for sure. My English teacher was amazing. I read Animal Farm the first time when I was with her. It was such a freaking amazing book to analyze in class. If I hadn't had her as a teacher for like those 5 years, maybe I would have loved it less. Since I went to a private school in high school, the teachers were pretty much the same often. So I did have her as an English teacher for like 5 years. Yeah, and I did say 5 years. I know that in the US it's 4 years. It's just that the Canadian school system works differently. Well, actually, I think the Canadian general school system works similarly, but in Quebec specifically, it works differently. Favorite candy? Um, Favorite candy? I like chocolate more than I like candy. So my favorite chocolate would be probably the Toblerones. I love those. Or Oreo. Those are really good too. What are your plans for later in life? Oh my gosh, that is complicated. Okay. I really know, but it's complicated to explain. Okay. So there are three main things I want. I want to grow on YouTube, I want to make a difference in the world, and I want to work in the film industry. So, right now I'm in pre-college doing a degree of social sciences, which I only have 1 year left. And afterwards I'm going to go to university, which is going to be in an international development program, which is to hopefully go into social change. Mainly, I think I want to concentrate on making decisions for climate change and hopefully feminism, all of that, all those social things that are really, really important to me that I do in activism. I would like them to be part of my future job. And since I do live basically in the capital of Canada, this is basically the best place to do it. So I do hope to have a job there, maybe at Parliament and that. So that is one of the things. I am also an actor and a writer. So I've never really been in anything yet, not anything professional film industry wise, only in a few short films. But I do really want to pursue acting. I plan on doing that, doing a lot of auditions probably when I start university, or maybe I might even start this year. We'll see how I'm feeling and when I want to start, because right now I have a lot of other commitments to deal with, but I definitely want to keep going with that, doing more auditions, and I plan on later in life to get a screenwriting degree to hopefully write films to make a difference in a cinematographic way, in an artistic way that can hopefully make a difference. I think that would be wonderful. And then of course there is YouTube. I love creating content on here. I think that I would really love being a full-time content creator. If that does happen, I will still do my university degree, but I think that I will become a full-on content creator and I will do my other stuff to make change in the world. First of all, here on YouTube a little bit, which is not my main focus in content creating, but I do like to speak on those stuff a lot and I probably will speak on them more Yeah, I mean, if I get full-time on YouTube, I'll probably do that more to the side and then I'll alternate and stuff like that. So that is basically my life plan. I hope it makes sense. Best makeup product you own. That is basically a three-way tie between my Kosas concealer, my Rare Beauty like red pigmented blush in the shade Grateful, and my CoverGirl mascara. I love those three so much. And it's hard to choose which one, but I guess my Kosas concealer is the top one. But I love those three so much. Dream aesthetic. Ooh, that's an interesting question. I've had a lot of different aesthetics over the years. There are a lot of aesthetics that I like. I like a little bit of coquette, and I like a little bit of dark academia. I like a little bit of downtown girl too. Coastal girl. Yeah, I think I love downtown girl and coquette the most. They're probably my favorites, but I don't know if I have a dream aesthetic. It's just, I love those two a lot. And they make my clothing vary a lot. Sometimes I'm in one of those two moods and I'm like, when I'm shopping, and then I end up with a very diverse wardrobe. But that's okay. Where are you from? So I'm from Canada. I've lived here my whole life, and I am specifically in the province of Quebec, and I live right next to Ottawa, which is the capital of this beautiful country. I'm so grateful to be so close to it. And it also has a lot of advantages. I mean, I'm right next to Parliament, and I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this or not, probably, but Justin Trudeau, our Prime Minister, his daughter actually went to my high school for 2 years. She's younger than me though. I only saw her once or twice, but she did go to my high school. Do I have a pet? I do have a pet. She is so cute. She's a little cat. Her name is Shamu, named after the orca at SeaWorld, because both black and white, right? How tall are you? I am either 5'4" or 5'5". I think last time I went to the doctor, she measured me and I was 5'5", I think. Are you in a relationship? Not currently, no. As I said, I'm dating. I'm not in a relationship. I was from September to December, but yeah, I broke up with him in December. It was a complicated situation. But if you guys do want a video talking about that, I mean, not too personally, but if you guys do want a video on what I consider are red flags and dating advice, stuff like that, I would definitely do one. So let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in. Do you want to have kids? I do want to have kids. I think, well, I'm not completely sure. I've always wanted to have kids, but it depends on a lot of stuff. If I do have kids, it's definitely going to be later in life. I have a lot of dream projects I want to do. Well, not too late in life, just probably from 30 to 35 that I would like start. Probably more like 33. It really depends though. We never know. Like I said, I've always wanted to have kids, but unless I find the right guy that I know will be a good parent, because some guys don't really pull their weight when it comes to raising kids, and it's like the woman's doing the whole thing, and I do not want that kind of situation. So I will really make sure that I know he will be a good father if I decide to have kids with him. It'll definitely be something to think about, but I would like to have kids probably. What college university do you want to go to? Well, I have U Ottawa, which is pretty much right next to where I live. My dream university would probably be McGill, to be honest. I'm definitely gonna apply there. I'm pretty close to Montreal, just 2 hours away. So I think if I could go there, that would be a dream, yeah. Ketchup or mustard? I've never thought about that. I love both. I guess if I had to choose, it would be ketchup. But then again, like mustard in a Subway, that is so good. But I guess ketchup. I love both though. When do you wake up? So if I have a class at 8 in the morning, I usually wake up at like 5:15, which is really early, but I'm usually pretty energized. But on normal days, I wake up from 7 to 7:45, depending. It's somewhere in that range all the time. I do like to get up early because that's when I feel the most productive. Do you speak any other languages besides English? I do. I speak French and a little tiny bit of Spanish because I did do some Spanish for 5 years in high school. If I go on vacation and have to speak Spanish, I would probably be okay. not great, but okay. And I also speak French. French is my first language, sort of. It's like both French and English. I did do all of my schooling in French, but I did learn both French and English growing up. Who is your favorite celebrity? I I've had a lot over the years. I would say I have a few, but my favorite of all favorites is probably Emma Watson. She has pretty much always been my favorite celebrity. I related a lot to Hermione as a kid. I still do. I would say my personality is pretty similar to hers. Out of like all fictional characters that I relate to, she is probably the one I relate to the most. So that definitely forged something. And then afterwards, when I was, I think, 11, the live action of Belle came out and she was playing her. And Belle was like my favorite Disney princess, like one of the favorites, like probably my top favorite. And then I was like, she's playing her, like, oh my gosh. So that was a big something to my 11-year-old self. Well, she's also in The Perks of Being a Wallflower. That being my favorite movie has nothing to do with her, but she is in that movie. And she also plays Meg in the Little Women movie. Yeah, I didn't make the correlation, but she does, she is in all those movies. Another really special thing about her is that she is the person who made me become a feminist when I was only 10 years old. That is when I first decided I was a feminist, when I saw her UN speech. It came out when I was, I think, 9, and yeah, I saw it a year later. And I didn't really know what feminism was. It made me understand what feminism actually was, and that it's often correlated to man-hating, and it shouldn't be. And that is when I decided I was a feminist, so that was a very special moment for me as a kid. She also does a lot of activism work for feminism, for climate activity. She's interviewed so many amazing people. She is a super sweet, amazing person, and she is definitely my favorite celebrity. Okay, celebrity crush. Okay. 2 things about celebrities. That is also something that varies. When I was 15 and like obsessed with Riverdale, Cole Sprouse was definitely a really big crush I had. That was a while ago though, because I was 15 or 16, so it was like 2 years ago. And he did kind of stay for a while. I don't know, I just found him kind of cute. I also watched him on The Sweet Life when I was younger. I really liked Cody, so it kind of stuck. When I first watched Riverdale, I realized that it was him, and I was like, oh. So that was one for a while. I don't know, it varies. I've had a lot of celebrity crushes when I was a bit younger, and then it was him. And after that, it kind of faded, and I haven't really had one since. It's more like celebrities that I like. If I do have a new celebrity crush, I'll definitely let you guys know. For now, there isn't really one, I guess, but yeah. What are your favorite places to shop? I love a lot of places. I think my top 3 are Simon's, Hollister, Abercrombie. I'm gonna do top 4, Aritzia as well. Those are like my top ones. Alright guys, so those were all the questions. I hope that you enjoyed this video. That was a lot more questions than I was expecting. Thank you for asking so many. If you have any other video recommendations, please let me know in the comments.